Who is Dean Shneider? Dean Shneider is an Instagram personality with over 8.3 million followers. The man is an animal rights activist and environmental worker. He left everything in Switzerland and flew to South Africa to devote his life to exhibiting and protecting wildlife. Schneider's Instagram is filled with pictures of him coming close to all kinds of wild animals, including monkeys, lions, snakes, raccoons, and more. Schneider was inspired by Steve Irwin to help people connect with wildlife. However, he spends up to 7 hours a day on Instagram and answers approximately 800 comments and posts in different languages. According to Dean Schneider's bio, he used to be an entrepreneur and banker with his own financial planning company. In fact, he began his business at the age of 21. After 3 years, he had 50 employees. A few years back, this 27-year-old quit his job, sold his possessions, and flew to Africa to chase his dreams. But why does someone give up a promising career as a financial planner to start from scratch in Africa? I've always been fascinated by animals and wanted to work to protect them, says Schneider. After a few years in the job, he became less and less able to imagine living his life in a world determined by materialistic values. Schneider sold all of his property and moved to Africa. Now I have nothing, and still everything. Dean says that his family and friends did not support him at first, but once they realized how important it was for him and how serious he was about it, they finally accepted his new way of life. With this project, he only met with isolated understanding from those around him. My family was not thrilled that I simply gave up my career in Switzerland to dare to venture into such a risky venture in Africa, says Schneider. My colleagues also thought I was crazy to give up such a good life in Switzerland. In the meantime, both my parents and colleagues are totally enthusiastic and proud of my work. As you can see from his Instagram feeds, Schneider is living the life he had always wanted to. Before moving to South Africa, Schneider flew there more than a dozen times to visit land, make contacts, seek sponsors, and develop a 70-page management plan while waiting for grants. He shares on social media interactions with wildlife with the support of a personal assistant and a content manager. Unlike most children who spend their spare time playing video games, Dean spent much of his young life fascinated by animals and watching documentaries on them. As he grew up, he started to donate to wildlife supporting organizations, and his passion for them soon exceeded his financial love for the high life. He currently runs a club called Hakuna Mapaka, aimed at raising awareness and progress to save wildlife and building an appreciation for the animal kingdom. Extracted about page from club. The Hakuna Mapaka Club covers more than 400 hectares. Part of the land is dedicated to housing people born into disastrous situations, but the rest of it is designed for wildlife rescue, allowing animals like zebras, impala, kudu, hyenas, and baboons to live in freedom. Many of them were rescued from private zoos when people who bred them kept the poor animals in dreadful conditions. People often ask Dean why he doesn't put some of these animals back into the wild, and his explanation is simple. Captive bred animals can't hunt, and they simply cannot survive without human help. In Africa, there are people who breed animals in captivity, sometimes only exploiting them for profit, keeping them in terrible conditions, and not taking proper care of them. And sadly, this is not only danger that African animals face today. We have already lost thousands of species because of poachers, some of whom are on the edge of extinction. Poachers sell the claws and teeth of animals on the black market, for reasons ranging from superstition to traditional medicine, and these are sold on the local market and in Asia, says Dean. Lack of human education and lack of understanding about animals are major problems. Although there is no scientific evidence, there is still widespread belief that dandelion and animal claw can cure many ailments. The animals that Dean and his team have rescued so far include a lion named Dexter, who was taken from the dreadful conditions of a lion breeder and turned out to be the cutest cat, and a hyena named Chucky, who's extremely friendly despite the scary reputation of hyenas. Once Schneider set up Hakuna Mapaka, he got down to understanding the nature of various wild animals that he encountered and tried to build a special bond with each one of them. Today, he educates people by revealing the beauty of these amazing creatures through his Instagram page. Given how daunting this can be and often painful, Dean is moving on with his work. He claims that we only protect what we love, and took it upon himself to help people know about wildlife that is so much to care about. For example, in May 2020, he shared a video showing how we see sharks from our perspective, but in fact, he showed what sharks truly are. You just have to be friendly with them and show no danger. In the video, it shows a girl swimming with a great white shark while it was doing absolutely nothing wrong. Dean also highlighted the fact that even though 10 people die from sharks every year, there are 100 million sharks that die because of humans. And this is definitely a crime against nature. He insists that people see true colors of wildlife. It's just their nature and how they are born to be. They should not be punished by death or think it is okay to be killed because it is considered dangerous to humanity, while in fact it is us humans who are causing danger to the wildlife animals. As regards Shneider's mission, he says, "My mission is to reach as many people as possible and educate them about the wildlife and the beauty of the animal kingdom. I believe in the power of knowledge, passion, and visual stories in order to change people's perceptions and save wildlife." His new job is a far cry from his days in the financial world, but his happiness and sense of purpose is higher than ever. Dean has truly found his bliss and is making positive change throughout the world while doing so. So far, Dean has rescued dozens of animals and has done a lot to educate people and raise awareness. However, he's dubbed the Lion King of Instagram, yet Dean Shneider was under an animal cruelty investigation in South Africa after he posted a video of himself playing with a lion. But the cute video quickly turned scary when the lion appeared to dig its claws into Shneider's neck, and the influencer cried out before turning to punch the cub. The South Africa National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, however, finds Shneider's lack of transparency troubling. Shneider had no previous experience with wild animals. According to the Daily Mail, Shneider stated he was not an authority figure in the eyes of the wild animals. "It is 100% natural. They look at me like a brother, like a part of their family. They don't look at me like a teacher or a boss. There's no chance I could tell Dexter or one of my animals to walk there or to sit down or to do this and that. They look at me and think like, what is this guy talking about?" he explained. Shneider's spokesperson defended his action for punching the cub, stating he needed to set boundaries but would never use any unnecessary force, although admitting it is normal to get hurt by a lion. He added Shneider is regularly in close contact with the lions and loves them deeply and would never use unnecessary force of any kind. Shneider later released a video on Instagram addressing the accusations, calling the people accusing him of animal abuse haters. "I smacked the lion's paw about 3 times just to show her where the limit is," he said off the clip. "I didn't punch her face. What the haters did is they took those 5 seconds where you can see that angry face and my fist in the air and put it out there out of context, making me look like someone who punches lion cubs." He went on to talk about his loving and affectionate relationship with the lion in the clip, insisting that he is not abusive towards any of the animals he works with. Shneider also said that he was never investigated over the complaints against him. He has spoken before about his work and the lions at Hakuna Mapaka Oasis, saying in March that as part of their pride, he does play with the animals. "But there are a lot of other serious situations that I'm also a part of, and this is why I actually don't like to promote what I'm doing as just playing with lions," he said.